Now, it is crazy to think that the average child has their picture shared online 13,000 times before they even reach the age of 13.
That's right. So now politicians in France have actually put forward a bill to make sharenting, as it's known, illegal. That is, banning parents from sharing photos of their kids on social media.
So should Australia follow suit? For more on this, we're joined by digital wellbeing specialist Joanne Orlando. Good morning to you, Joanne.
Hello.
Hi.
Firstly, what do you think of these laws that they're proposing in France?
Yeah, well, right now there's nothing protecting children with what goes up online. As parents, we kind of put things up and hope for the best. So France are taking this move to protect children. So if you think of that kind of figure, that means a photo goes up of a child around every third day of their life. It might be to one social media app or it might be to multiple. So apart from the quantity, it's also what kind of photos or videos are being selected about the child, because we're kind of developing this identity about the child, you know, from the time they're born on their behalf. But it might be photos, but it might be like onto a parenting support site. You know, my child can't make friends at school. What will I do? So apart from those cute family pics, there's also these other kinds of comments that all go into making it up.
Joanne, are you saying right now that it's not okay to share photos of your kids online?
No, I think it is okay, but I think we need to consider, like, what are we actually doing, because we're doing this for our child. So right now, you know, more and more of our lives are online, there's no doubt about it. And so whatever stays online, we always tell the kids, you know, is online forever. So it's the same with all these pics that we put up of our children. It's online forever. Imagine what life will be like in about 10 years' time. Yeah. So it's all up there and never going away.
I do agonise about whether to post photos of my children or not. You know, we sort of do some privately, but you want to share because you're proud of them. Then there's this other avenue, and children sort of starting to take matters into their own hands as they grow older, because some parents are using the children on social media for an income stream, whether it's YouTube or Instagram followers. Is that okay?
Yeah, they are, aren't they? And I think children are starting to get a bit more savvy, sometimes a bit more savvy than the parents' pride. But what I'm also finding is there's this hidden kind of agenda with parents online. There can be a lot of pressure on parents just to post photos of their children online. You know, they're seeing that, oh, no one will think I'm a good parent if I'm not putting photos up of my child. So there's that kind of pressure. They're not making money from it, but they're feeling like they need to put more up than they actually want to.
Joanne, I want to ask you about this. Children are now confronting their parents on the issue. It's worth noting there was this article in Teen Vogue recently by a girl. Her parents turned her into an influencer when she was just a toddler. So she's now feeling resentful towards her mum and her dad, questioning the consent of her content. Is this going to become more common, do you think?
I think so. It's become the new home business, isn't it? Wow. It is a bit sad, and parents can make a ton of money and the child can make a ton of money. But, you know, that's their life there. So it's not just the photos and kind of taking all that, but it's, you know, it's a loss of childhood in a lot of ways as well. And children can be quite resentful of that as well, because you're making the decisions, you know, in the best light for your child, but what you think is not necessarily what your child thinks. So we really have to be a lot more cautious here.
You know, there have been child stars for centuries, but there are obviously labour laws around, you know, if your child is a movie star or into music or something like that. There's no sort of legal laws around legal laws. Listen to me. No laws around having your child as an influencer. Should there be? Should there be sort of some kind of legal framework in place?
Yeah, there should be now. I've listened to quite a few kind of investigations around this, and it's surprising how there's nothing at all. So there's nothing protecting the child influencers, and often it's the parents who are running the business, but sometimes the parents are in deep water and they don't really know what they're doing as well. It just kind of steamrolls into a business. So absolutely 100% there needs to be legal laws around this.
We're looking at some of the tips up there that you have for parents when they do want to post safely. Joanne, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Thanks so much.